Another option though might be to modulate this with perhaps the same envelope that we're using here on our low pass filter. To do this, what we could do is move over to the envelopes here, and then I'm going to copy this envelope to envelope 4, but I'm going to turn off these routings and double click these to reset them, and then I'm going to route this instead to our shaper. And you could have it set to dry, but I think I'll have it set to dry wet. So if we had an attack and full sustain, then the distortion would come in slowly when I press a note and then stay set to max here. So you can hear the start of notes are all clean with no saturation, but when I hold a note down, the saturation is slowly applied in increasing amounts until you can hear later on it's set to max there. I'm just turning the drive up so it's a more obvious effect. Or turn the sustain down and instead have a decay, so it starts off very saturated, but then the saturation decreases with whatever speed that we set using the decay here. So if we want it to decrease slowly, we have a long decay, decrease quickly, so we just get a very saturated start of the note, then we have a short decay. What I'm noting there a little bit though is that we do have a bit of a click going on. Now I think in the latest version of Spire, which is about to drop, they do have a click removal facility. However, if you're finding you're getting it with patches, then another thing you can do is go to the amplitude envelope, which if you remember is envelope 1 here, and just add a tiny bit of attack. This will be more obvious if you, I'm just going to turn down this envelope modulation on our shaper for a moment. And so at the moment we've got no distortion and just a reverb. You can hear these clicks at the very start of notes get accentuated by the reverb. Just turning off oscillator 1 there, you can hear it more obviously on oscillator 2 as it's just a pure bass tone. So you can hear those clicks now. Without the reverb they won't be as noticeable maybe, but now you can hear they're still pretty obvious. But with the reverb they get dragged out as well, so it creates a lot of extra noise there. But if I increase the attack just a little, cool. So yeah, that's one technique for removing clicks, but on the latest version of Spire, they do actually have a facility for doing that automatically without you having to increase the attack. So you can keep your sounds as punchy as they can be, only get rid of those clicks using that new facility there. So let's turn our envelope modulation of the shaper back on.